Woo! Hello, I'm Hobo Munchie. This is Hobo Munchie. I'm Hobo Munchie. Sorry. This is Tin Sandwich with Hobo Munchie. And today, we're going to be talking about goals and things to do with the harmonica and why you should have goals. Goals. And the main thing that you should have goals by playing when you're learning is so you don't get stuck in plateaus. You know, sometimes you get to a point like you get to a point where you can play and you can noodle around, and the purpose of noodling around is to come up with what sounds good, you know, what notes work together and stuff like that, you know. So you just play around and you figure things out, and you learn parts, and you can start putting parts together and come up with songs and stuff. But you know, noodling is just basically coming up with what you know, you know. No one. Right. That was just crazy. Just my lights just kept going bump, 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 bump. And so anyway, noodling is just basically going for what you know, all the techniques you learn. You know, you're not learning nothing new when you're noodling, but you think that you're doing something because you're playing every day, right? But all you're doing is playing what you already know. So you gotta have goals. I think, in my opinion, you gotta have goals so you're always learning something, you know, whether it's a new technique or a part of a song or something, you know, because, you know, and it also goals will help you figure out, like, what you want to do with the harmonica. And what is there to do with the harmonica, you know? The basic things that you can do, you learn songs, you know, that makes a little sense, right? You learn songs, you play with yourself, you play those songs, it's mostly self-accomplishment. You know, you can also play with your friends, jam with your friends if they play guitar or whatever, you know, you can jam with them and have a good time, because basically, you know, in my opinion, a musical instrument is just something to do to have fun, you know. It's not really for a career, or, I mean, yeah, if it boils down to something like that, but it's not like you're going to get big and famous or nothing like that, you know. It's just, man, you're going to have a good time, you know, and there's different ways to have fun, you know. Of course, you can just play it for self-accomplishment by yourself, you know, that's one way. Playing with others is another way. And then from there, you know, you got steps, what I call, my group of friends, we used to call this getting the glory, you know, going for the glory. Once you learn, like, your songs, you got your songs down and stuff like that, you play in front of people, that's getting glory, you know. If people cheered for you, that's what you want, you know. It's like, yeah, that guy's rad, or that band's cool, or whatever, you know. Even if you suck, you know, people like you, man. That's all that matters, you know. And that's getting glory, you know. I've been in small bands, so, you know, people come after me, hey, that was a cool flipper cover, man. You guys are original, you know. And that's a good feeling, man. That's what you spend all this money on gear for, and, you know, spend countless hours arguing with your friends about, like, what's better than, you know, what's the best way to do things, you know. It all pays off when someone gives you a compliment, you know, and it's rad, you know, and it wastes a lot of time, you know. It's a fun way to waste time, basically, you know, and a fun way to waste a lot of money as well. But so you got playing in front of people. You can take your harmonica down to the beach or whatever and just play on the boardwalk, or, you know, go downtown, play on the side of the road. You know, maybe people throw a couple bucks here and there. You can be busking. You know, that's another way. Open mics is another way. You know, and I'll be talking a lot about open mics and other networking strategies. You know, but open mic is a good way to play in front of people, and also, you know, I mean, this last one depends, you know, and you can play clubs as well, you know. If you can get, if you're in a band, you can book a gig. You know, you can play in gigs. You know, there's free gigs. You know, sometimes you get paid gigs. You know, one thing you never want to do if you're new to music, and someone says, hey man, this is a pay-to-play thing, say no thank you. You know, basically, you're paying and you're on the hook for the amount of tickets to play at a place. Um, uh, so if you don't sell all your tickets that they give you, then you have to pay that remainder to play. It's BS, you know. So someone says, hey, this is a pay to play. Say no thank you, I'm on my way. And yeah, so there's that, and there's gigs, and then there's something that I'm brand new to, and I'm doing it right now, and it's playing worship, you know, and I play worship at my church, you know. I was asked to do it, and I thought it was only going to be like a one-time thing. That's what we discussed, you know, and man, we've been doing it every week, and it's rad, you know. I really like it. My life was filled with debauchery, you know. I was homeless and strung out, and I didn't have any future, and I was tired, you know. I was tired of shooting drugs, and there was nothing else for me, you know. And God really changed that around in my life. I no longer shoot drugs, you know. I live in a place. I'm looking for a new place because this place is about to not be my place here in March. But yeah, man, God's really changed my life around. So I play worship, you know, to give thanks for that, you know, to give them thanks, let them know that, man, I appreciate everything that you've done for me in my life, you know. I know some of you may not believe in God. That's cool, you know, but you know, this is how I live life and how I believe, and I share it with you. You know, you don't have to necessarily believe what I believe in, but you know, it's all about mutual respect, man. You know, I might not believe the way you believe, but you know, we'll have that mutual respect, you know, for sure. At least on my end, because that's just what kind of dude I am, you know. But yeah, no, so there's playing in church, and the reason why I wanted to bring that up because you know, church is pretty cool, and you know, I can bring to the table my best, you know, and people appreciate it, you know, and when you're starting out, that's pretty important, you know. And another place you can find that is in open mics, you know. Open mics is a friendly, you know, it's friendly fire, you know. What you find in an open mic as other musicians, you know, other people in various lengths of being a musician, you know. So some people are beginners, some people are more advanced. They're trying to work out the kinks in their set, in their, you know, performance, play out new songs, whatever it may be. They're trying to, you know, get comfortable with something, you know, whether it's a new song, whether it's playing a new instrument, something. So you got other musicians who say, hey man, that was cool, but maybe you can do it a little like this, you know, and you get like positive feedback at open mics, and no, because the only people that are open mics are other musicians and friends of other musicians, you know, and it's a supportive atmosphere, you know. So it's a good thing to look into when you're first starting out. You want to play in front of people because you know, you won't necessarily get heckled, you know. And if you're playing in a gig, right? If you're playing in a bar and they're coming to see bands and drink and have a good time, and you're not at all to par, believe me, mark my words, this is true. You are gonna get heckled. They're gonna say you suck, and I've been there, man, and I did suck, you know, and you know, they're gonna tell you that, so you gotta have thick skin, you know. You gotta have thick skin to do it, man. If you know that you're not the best band in the world, man, and you know you're starting out, hey man, expect to be heckled because that's part of the thing, you know. But yeah, so those are the things that you can do when you play with the harmonica. But you know, you might not be able to be jumping off on that right away, you know. So goals are really important, you know. Like some of my goals right now, I want to learn how to play the Wizard. I kind of like checked it out a few times. You know, I want to play Big Rock Candy Mountain, which is a folk song about hobos. I want to learn Amazing Grace, Do Lord, and I Saw the Light. Those are gospel songs that I like a lot, you know. So those are my song goals. I also wanted to get more proficient in second position because I'm not really proficient in second position. I can kind of, you know, play some of the second position style stuff. I know a little bit about that. And also, you know, I kind of focus on doing like little fills and lead parts because that's basically what I do in church. And I do some you know, some ambient background stuff, you know, but with the reverb, and you know, kind of like trying to be like the Edge, but on the harmonica, you know. And a lot of people might laugh when they hear this because, you know, they say, "Hey, why do all the Christian bands sound like you too?" Because they do that ambient thing that he came up with, you know. Yeah. So yeah, those are my thing about goals and what you do with the harmonica, you know. So like, if you're not ready to play in front of people right now, you know, you can start just learning songs and you know, the harmonica is really rhythmic. So another thing that you can do if you don't want to learn like melodies and stuff is play rhythmic type stuff. And that's what I do a lot because I come from the bass, playing bass, so rhythms are more, you know, I like to play that kind of stuff more than just melodies. And but yeah, I am trying to learn songs too, so that is part of my goals. And I'm going way too long here, so I'm gonna cut this short. And you know, yeah. So you know, we got a world and it's filled with chaos. So you know, a little bit of kindness and compassion goes a long way. So be cool to each other. And this is Hobo Munchie. I'm out until next time. God bless y'all. Bye bye.